Disclaimer, I'm still doing it. Before you watch this video, I'm playing with my feet kind of, but it's just kind of because they're itchy in a way. I don't know, maybe it's because I haven't washed in 8 days. But forewarning, I'm just itchy. I have lice. What is up, my YouTube squad? So, I know I have not posted in a while. I know. And I was sitting here thinking, and I was just like, I hate bitches. And I'm feeling in like a very complaining mood, like this is not an open discussion, none of this. I'm just going to be talking blatantly about things I genuinely hate, and I'm going to go off a tangent of things. I have about 4 things here. I have a little list. So, the first thing I'm going to be talking about is fat bitches. And I don't have a lot of room to talk. I don't have a lot of room at all. In fact, I am rather large myself, but that gives me the compensation to talk about fat bitches. I'm literally sitting here and my double chin is coming out and I have meat gloves for fingers. So before you say anything about my weight, I know. So I just genuinely hate fat bitches. Fat bitches tend to be the most evil, conniving little cunt balls I've ever seen in my entire life. And fat bitches tend to think they are the prettiest bitches on earth. And I always think of fat bitches as those girls that, like, whenever a guy is trying to get, like, a girl's number, the fat bitch is always up behind him, like, don't touch her! And shit like that. And I don't know, I just have this genuine hatred in my heart for bitches that just look like they eat a lot of sodium. How can your body take that much salt intake? Like, okay, there's a difference between, like, a fat bitch who's just fat, and then there's a difference between a bloated fat bitch, like a buoy, that she has eaten so much salt, her salt intake makes it so that she could float above the water like a buoy. Like, you know that one sea, the Dead Sea, where there's so much water or salt in it that you genuinely just float on top of it? Yeah, some big bitches just have that much sodium intake from eating 74 packs of ramen noodles a day that they could float above the water and warn people of incoming sharks like a buoy. Or they could perhaps warn them of their kind, a beluga. Fat bitches, they just piss me off. And I piss myself off. There's nothing I hate more than seeing a fat bitch in an outfit that's entirely too small. And I hate a fat bitch that jiggles when she runs. I'm a mean, evil bitch, and I understand that. And sometimes I feel like it just needs to be heard. And maybe I'm projecting because I'm also a fat bitch, and I do in fact jiggle when I run. But I don't condone other people to watch me jiggle while I run. Most fat bitches will let you watch them jiggle while they run, and they want you to. And I also hate the fat bitches that don't think they're fat. That pisses me off the most. When they're like, body is tea, and their body is shaped like a fucking apple. Baby, body is not tea. Your body is shaped like the tea packet. Perhaps the tea cup, but it's not tea. And they'll be like, body shaped like a Coke bottle, a 2-gallon of milk. A pop liter. A Coke liter, not a Coke bottle, honey. Let's not be delusional, just delusional fat bitches. And yes, I know I'm orange. It's from Homecoming, okay? I was going to make a whole video, a whole blog about Homecoming, but long day, distracted, Homecoming was great, yada, yada, yada. I don't give a D. I also hate bitches who lie. There's just such a specific hate in my heart for bitches who lie, genuinely. I hate lying little cunts who just lie all the time, and I hate bitches who, when they want to have beef with you, I've gotten several no-caller IDs from bitches that just can't fucking argue. If you're gonna be a conniving, evil little lying bitch, at least figure out how to argue. It's the least you could do. If you're gonna be an evil little bitch, you could at least be smart. I mean, there's not much to it. Sit down, put the ramen down. Let's think about our body health. Will your kidney survive within the next 10 years? And let's pick up a book. And let's improve our vocabulary. How about that? Because I'm sensing a pattern here, like bitches who lie, bitches who are fat. They are, in fact, dumb bitches. You know that one thing that's like, I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the plate. I can't put down the plate. We need to stop contributing to the expansion of our backs. I said we. Me. But at least I'm a smart bitch about it. If you try to argue with me, I could see it a little bit. Like, I will argue with you back, but I will do it intelligently. Because that's not one thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to make myself look dumb. And the first thing I will do when I get into an argument is insult a bitch on her weight. So if you are too skinny of a bitch, or if you are too big of a bitch, I'm bringing that up, and you can call me fat back, and we'll go back and forth. We'll have a fat fight. It'll look like a sumo fight. I mean, shit, we can put on the uniforms too. I mean, we could take our titties and start slapping them on each other, but that's just not very conclusive, is it? And I also hate people who cannot joke around. Bitches, including men, be taking the most dumb shit seriously. Mostly men. They cannot stand for their tiny little egos to get hurt in the slightest. They are a man. They are not used to that. They are used to being waited on by hand and foot by their mommies who want to lick their assholes. If you are a man that can joke around, I'm automatically going to assume that your mommy did not wait on you hand and foot and you actually know how to be a competent human being. If you do not, then I genuinely think you've just gotten everything handed to you in your life. I hate entitled fuck-ass men who cannot joke around. If I vomit, oh, yeah, I almost vomited. Anyway, I'm looking orange like an Oompa Loompa. I know. If I'm the kind of person that likes to jest. I will joke around with you nonstop. And I enjoy a bit of banter. I love me some back and forth. And it comes to a point where you get your feelings hurt by my banter. Don't start bantering with me first. If you do not wait, I messed that up. If you do not want the thunder, why make it rain? That happened to me recently. I was jesting around. I was having a little bit of banter with a guy, and he took it all serious and shit, and he literally slapped my plate off of, we were in the lunch line, and I guess I pushed his buttons a little too hard, and he literally slapped my lunch tray down, and I literally was like, and I was hungry as fuck, too. I was so hungry. Listen, I was so hungry. Like, you don't understand. I will never eat school lunch. I hardly ever eat school lunch unless I'm a starving bitch. I hate school pizza with everything in me, and it was school pizza that day. And I was so hungry. I was actually excited to sit down and munch my little fat-ass mouth on that school pizza. Slap down. I literally looked down. I said, like, I was shocked. I felt like I was being bullied in one of those movies. And, sorry, don't mind that, bro. I'm getting a little hot and a little bit twisted about this. And I deadass look at, like, the supervisor of our lunch. I'm like, did you not fucking see that? And he's like, no. And normally he's a really sure guy that doesn't really handle cussing like that, but I think the genuine rage in my face, I actually think my eyes turned red. And I was like, ah! And he accused me of bullying him all year, and I was just like, okay. It was not bullying if you do it first to me. I literally told my principal and the vice principal, I was like, we have been doing this banter jest all year. And they start reading me off a couple of things I said, and I'm thinking, damn, maybe I brought it too far, but don't Bring the rain if you don't want the thunder. Like, what? He told me I was a slut and had 17 bodies. And I proceeded to ask him how many bodies he had. He told me he had 2. I asked him if his 2 bodies were his brother and his sister, and he decided to get all mad and shit. And like, bro, if you don't want to jest with me, if you are genuinely going to get mad, why start it in the first place? Because I will never get mad about a jest ever in my life. You can say whatever you want to me as long as we were bantering back and forth. I don't care. And another thing is, people who are genuinely just odd. And I'm an odd bitch myself, but we take it to a point where it's just like, what do you mean you like to wear furry tails? And you know what? I am all for cosplay. I love cosplay. Like I stated, I'm a weird bitch. I have anime everywhere. Anime. But it comes to a point, why do it at school? And the weirdest bitches be complaining that nobody likes them whenever you are just an oddball. You are just, it's sad. Because why can't you figure it out? If my autistic ass can figure it out, I think I could lay down a few pointers for you. And I am all for flaunting what you love the most. I love Daniel Larson, and everybody knows it. I even have a shirt of him. But it gets to a point, what if I were to wear a Daniel Larson tail? Sorry, my ankle's itchy. I think it would get to a point. And honestly, if you need an outlet for your weirdness, get on that Roblox, get on that Discord, and go all in for it. But come on, bruh. And the weirdest bitches also be having no work ethic at all. They don't want to get a job. They don't want to do none of that. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't think we should bring back bullying, obviously. Because bullying makes people want to kill themselves and stuff. Whoa. And I understand that and all. But, like, maybe we should bring back softly talking to people and saying, hey, it's a little bit strange. And then my last topic for the night. People who think being or having fun is cringe. People who think doing anything is cringe. That is fun. Like, if I'm dancing around and I'm having a great time and they're just like, yuck, cringe. Do you enjoy anything in your life? Do you? I hate bitches who just, even when you make a joke, they, like, look at their friend and they're like, who are you? Who are you? Because last I heard, you're not the president of the United States of America. In fact, you're not even you're not even getting good enough grades. The bitches who be thinking everything's the cringest be the dumbest, most non-trying, most trifling bitches you've ever met in your entire life. And they also be the whores. Like, bitches who think everything is weird also are sluts. Because most of the time, they're pulling up that narrative of never finding anything fun or joyous in their life so that they can appeal to the quote-unquote male gaze where you have to be dainty and tiny and just have to sit back at all times and let the world, like, perceive you. Like, we are not in Bridgerton. You do not have to get married and sent away and have a dowry and do all of this shit. And I bet you those bitches don't even know what a dowry is. Most of these bitches need to pick up a book. Bitches. Young hoes. And I can't even think about the young hoes cook everything on high. I be cooking everything on high to fuck. I'm not waiting on my food. If I'm hungry, I'm going to make it. Which is why it brings me back to the fact that I am a fat bitch. But young hoes in a different prospect. Young hoes, trifling hoes, easy hoes. I hate bitches who pretend they aren't easy when they are. They're like, I only have 3 bodies. And then they talk about, like, how they are not a hoe. Like, every guy's done something wrong to them. Maybe if you didn't give it up after the first date, they wouldn't do anything wrong. Men are just known to do that. I'm not excusing that in the slightest. But maybe you should, instead of the expansion of your vaginal walls, you should contribute to the expansion of your mind. And let's think, have I known this man long enough to know whether or not he is just going to dump me after I have sex with him? And if you have known him a long time and you like each other and you have sex with him and then he dumps you after, then that's okay. That's not your fault. Like, I understand. That has happened to me. Maybe I'm a trifling young hoe. It's happened to me once. But that does traumatize you. But that does not give you the fact to open your vaginal walls to everybody in the stratosphere. Like Bonnie Blue. Yeah, it's just the bitches who be doing the most crazy shit, be having the most to say. The bitches who be having the most to say have the tiniest little brains. I think that's just our problems. We just don't have a brain most of the days. Ooh, every single school in my region is closed. But yeah, we just don't have brains nowadays. Okay, bye. Thanks for my rant or whatever. To my outro, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that like button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe. Personally, I'm trying to beat Mr. Beast. I'm trying to become the #1 YouTuber in the world. I'm trying to become so rich and famous. And if I become oh so rich and famous, I will give $1 to every one of my subscribers.